So the first time I ever rode by myself was on my first bike, which is a Honda Shadow 750 VT, whatever the acronym was. It had probably 20 layers of spray paint on this thing. Um, so got my endorsement, super pumped, super excited. I was had just started going to MMI in 2008, 2009, and I lived about a half hour from the school. There was a back way that I can take and it could avoid if you've been to MMI in Orlando. Um, 192 I drive, kind of the busy center of the Beehive area in Florida. So there's a back way that you can go, add some additional time through Kissimmee behind all these cow fields. And so I got my brand new Honda Shadow that paid nothing for when I was 18 years old, and put my own fresh layer of spray paint on it, and I go trucking out behind this cow field, and I get halfway between my apartment and the school, and pull up to a red light and go to take off, and I'm going good, and it starts spitting and popping and bucking, and I didn't know what the hell was going on, and I ran out of gas on my very first day riding by myself. So I'll never forget what that feels like. Running out of fuel, it kind of and then spits and pops and bucks and goes a little bit more and burns all the gas out of the bike. And so yeah, I had to call my girlfriend at the time, which is now she's been upgraded to my wife. Called her at the time, woke her up to come save me, bring me some gas, and still managed to make it to school on time that morning. So that was my first ride by myself, my licensed rider by myself. So went from there, from that Honda Shadow. My first Harley was a 93 883 Hugger, little peanut tank on it, no accelerator pump, drag pipes. The people in the apartment complex loved me trying to get that thing started in the morning, but felt cool as hell on my first Harley. So yeah, that's my story. That was my first ride by myself as an endorsed rider, legal rider.
So, let me tell you about this. The very first time I rode was right after I was medically retired from the Army. I flew out to California to see my brother. He thought it was a bright idea to put me on a Dyna Super Glide or Y Glide. I can't recall. But he put me on a Dyna as my first bike and put me on pea gravel. If you've ever seen the movie Dodgeball with Vince Vaughn, right? Imagine the old guy who says, if you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. That was my brother. If you can turn on pea gravel, you can turn on anything. Needless to say, I dumped that bike 5 times, scraped my knee, busted up my elbow. I had a bloody nose. That was fun. And I swore off riding. About a week later, I was riding again. That's about it.
The first time riding was crazy. It was 1991 or 1992. It rained the whole entire month, and I was so deathly afraid of hydroplaning the motorcycle. I rode with my feet on the ground all the way to work, and this must have went on for a month at least until I got the confidence up to realize I wasn't going to hydroplane the motorcycle. It was crazy, and I love it. I've been an avid rider for a long time, and I knew by the time I was 12 that was what I was going to do. I was going to ride a motorcycle. So I'm glad I chose it. But yeah, it was very scary.
Thank you for watching, and be sure to like and subscribe to our channel for more fun content.